Hello everyone, welcome to episode 26 of the Counting Stitches podcast. My name is Bianca and this is my corner where I talk about crochet and knitting and sometimes go on a tangent. You can find me on Ravelry as BiancaSch and on Instagram as jeopardize with an H after the J. So yeah, it's not Monday, it's Thursday. So I'm a little late. I had my friend over on Monday and I started a new volunteer work thing on Tuesday and Wednesday. So this is my first day. Should be fine next month because Mondays are my day off. I was wandering around the house thinking, well, I don't have all that much. I might be lying to myself. Yeah, I have 2, 3, 4, 5 finished objects. I have 2 new cast-ons, 3 new cast-ons, and something I forgot and we started. So we have a lot to talk about. I also have 2 new books that I'm going to show you. So yeah, let's get into it. So, I can't show you one on the back because the cat joined us. So I will get up and talk about that. When we get there, I will just leave him on there. So yeah, I got a Sentro knitting machine. And I've been playing around with it, hence the skull back there. I'm not sure what I think about it yet. Because oh, let's talk about this first. Actually, this is Nicoletta. Yeah. By Finch. Very size inclusive. Goes up to a 6X. If memory serves, 5 or 6. One of those. Did this as a test. Finished it in under 3 weeks. So, good pattern. Very lacy. Very big on the positive ease. I do wear a shirt underneath. Because yeah, it's kind of see-through, which is fine if it's really hot, but it isn't. So there we are. Back to the Sentro. Not sure what I think about it. It does make making stuff a lot quicker. It also kind of sucks the joy out of it for me. So yeah, I made a beanie. It is very slouchy. And this is some yarn I had left in the bin, you know, from the one ball thing. She don't really know what to do, so I've just been playing with that. I do like this color. Like I said, I don't know how I feel about the Sentro. So to figure out if you like something, you need to repeat yourself, right? So I did just that. Here's another beanie. It is smaller than the previous one. It's on my skull because it's in my spare bedroom at the moment. I am converting that to my yarn space, so I get to remove a lot of the yarn in my living room. Yeah, I made 2. I'm still not sure what I think about it, so I also use the paneling mode on it. Because the Sentro has this thing where you can flip switch, and then instead of going into the round, you can well, why are you using my necklace? Make panels. There. So I tried that with some ugly yarn I have in a bin. This is for later. I cannot talk about this, so yeah. So I tried that. I made a cardigan. Is it perfect? Absolutely not, because yeah, I am trying to figure out how the Sentro works. So I dropped some stitches and I fixed it, and not too neatly, but this yarn is pretty forgiving. Now this isn't fully finished. I still need to do the band on it and maybe some ribbing on the bottom, though I like the way it curls, so 50-50. Did the sleeves on the circular setting and just added some ribbing with just hand knit needles. It fits. It is big, and like it took me no time at all. So I've been just pushing the finishing to the back because it's finishing, right? So there we go. It is right up to my hips. Where my pants is. Yeah, so it's not too bad. Could have been a little bit longer. I still have some yarn left for finishing. Like I said, I just ripped this out of my ugly stash. It is so fluffy on the inside. The outside isn't too bad, but the inside, woo, I don't know. So yeah, it's not too scratchy actually. So even though it's a vintage yarn, I did not have time for it. So yeah, I like it. Do need to finish it. We'll do that at some point. I do call it a finished object because it is all attached and I'm not sure what I'm gonna add, so you won't see this again. Probably, unless I'm wearing it or something. But yeah, there are some weird bits on the shoulder. Like I said, first try. I'm just trying the Sentro out. I'm not sure how I like it. Again, I've been knitting for close to 30 years on just regular needles, so maybe that's it. I like just tinkering along while I do something else, and the Sentro is, I'm a lefty, so I need to turn the thing, and instead of going like that, I need to go inward, and that makes it weird. I can do it with my right hand. I have been switching it up, which probably is why I'm dropping stitches now that I think about it. Yeah, I'm not sure about it. Not sure how much I'm gonna use it. I feel like the hats are kind of easy, but then again, I can make a million hats. When will I wear them? So I'm not sure. Yeah. So next one. Coming from that side of the couch, we'll keep switching it up. Yeah, last time I talked about some socks I was working on from a tangle skein I got from a thrift store. Now, biggest question is, I finished the socks. Yeah, go me. Sorry, there we go. They are not identical, obviously. Also, did I have enough yarn? I did not. I had to rip back some length on the legs, and then I had to finish with another color on one of them. They fit, they're fine. I need to weave in some ends, obviously. I like the cabling. Actually, I'm taking joint socks right now, so you'll be seeing more socks for me. I did mess up the leg on the second one because I forgot to do the cabling on the leg bit. It is on this one, though it's just one repeat. And I skipped it on this one. No one's gonna notice. I'm not going back and fixing it. For socks, it's fine. Nothing more to say. It's from 52 weeks of socks. This is the first pattern in there called Crossroads. I used a 2.5 Addy Flexi. Pretty straightforward. I am enjoying it. Yeah. Next finished object I don't have actually, so I made my cousin, whose girlfriend just had a baby, some preemie socks. Baby was 4 weeks early, and yeah, we went to visit them and their other children. Last week I want to say, but it might be the week before that. So I made some socks with scrap sock yarn that I also used for my mom's World War II socks. So he liked them, so that's a pro. I hope they fit at some point because the baby was still very tiny. But yeah, nothing more to tell about that actually. Easy pattern, took me under an hour. Did enjoy. It's kind of fiddly because there are so few stitches. Yeah, free pattern from Ravelry. Don't know from who. I'm very organized right now. I'm also very tired. So yeah. Stuff. So next one is the one I couldn't talk about last week when I showed in flashes. I fully finished that. And the book is out now, so I can talk about it. This is a pattern by Marzena. You have seen me, if you've been here before, you have seen me test stuff for Marzena before. I tested her Zora, Monoi, and Villa. So summer top, cardigan, and a big comfy sweater. She does the more complicated stuff. I enjoy her tests. They are challenging. I always, without fail, learn something new when I test for her. She's a lovely lady, very kind, and she just published her first ebook with patterns that are based on Sydney, where she lives. So this is the darling dress, which was fun to knit. So let me figure out front and the back. This is the front. And why do I need to figure that out? Because the back is actually lower. You have a lower back. So it's all, and it's a little wrinkled stockinette with a split on the side and picot edging. I had never done picot edging before. Now mine is curling up slightly because I haven't plucked this properly yet. I just washed it and wore it. So I'm gonna scooch up on ya and just show you the picot edging. I had never done that before. Not my favorite stitch. I'll say that out loud, really. There's some lace on there, picot edging as well on the straps. Let me just get my arm in there. There's the lace. So the only lace bit on this one is the straps. Now, I've worn this. It is lovely. I used drop saffron 100% mercerized cotton. I had to go up in needle size, and they did the test in 2 dates. So first was 31st of May to finish up until the waist, and then the first, I'm saying 31st of May, it wasn't the 31st of May, it was April, and the second one was end of May, because the book came out June 2nd or June 4th. I should check that, because I might be blabbing about something and it might not be true. So let me go fetch my phone and we can check. Look at my cat for a moment. You're fine. Yeah, you're fine. I am sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Come sit with me. Yeah. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. There you go. Let me make some space for you. So, yeah, her deadlines are not the roomiest. She's always on a strict deadline. I don't mind. I can make them. Only one I didn't make was the one I had the frog, which I didn't mention just now that I tested for her. It was a sweater. And I got sick. And I had so many issues with that. Oh, let me spell that correctly. Now, I'm not saying her last name, because I cannot actually pronounce it, and I will butcher it. This phone is old, it is slow. I'm recording on my other phone, so I could pause you and edit things back together. My phone does not enjoy that. So while we're doing that, let's look at some socks. I think. No, we can actually talk about the blanket now. Because, yeah, the cat is up. Ooh, phone is done. So let me just slowly get my butt off. Ah, he hurt me. Yeah, so it is called Sydney Knits. From Marzena. And let me find a way to show this to you. There you go. So the ebook is out at this point. I should have probably checked before I started talking about it. So yeah, enjoying that knit very much. Enjoying the cotton from Drops as well. I had it in stash with the intent of making a dress, so that was actually fine. I have 3 or 4 balls left of it, so I can make something else. We'll need to think of something, but that's okay. I would like a hat to go with the dress, but I'm not very much of a sun hat person. Can win them all, right? So yeah. So let's talk about the blanket, even though the cat is back on it. I will just step aside and show you. And try not to chuck him off the couch this time. Because I leaned on the back of the couch and it was like, yeah, let me lean back. There's a song in that. So yeah, this is my Scrappy blanket. Which at this point is finished-ish. I might add to it later. I am currently out of scraps. It's big enough for me to lie underneath when I am on the couch. So that's good. This was intended as a festival blanket. Colors are very much scrappy. There you go. No row is the same. No length of any color is the same either. Which is the way I intended it. Ah, sorry. I'm not okay. I have a sore throat and stuff, so something might be up. Yeah, what you gonna do, right? So yeah, that was the last finished object, and as you can tell, my kitty likes it as well. Used a hook way too big for it. I used a 9mm because that was in the bag when I scrapped this Scrappy sweater. It hurt my hands. I don't enjoy 9mm. I did it anyway, and I'm still doing it because I'm also making my friend a Scrappy blanket with the yarn she bought for a cardigan, and she was way too generous on. This is not the blanket. Generous on the yarn because she had 18 balls of it, and I don't need that much to make a cardigan. So yeah, so we are now making her a blanket to take to festivals as well. In purple, variegated slightly. There you go. Discount acrylic yarn. She got, like I said, 18 balls. I am holding it double, and this yarn at some point will just, don't know what's happening here. There we go. Ooh, that's what's happening there. Okay, let me just put that back where I found it. There we go. Apparently I'm out of yarn here, but I need to add another ball. I have 6 more. And I have a couple of on the table as well, because I'm still finishing her cardi, which I'll talk about later. Previously I talked about wanting that finished. Did not make it, but she did get to try it on. So yeah, it just needs to grow. It's still a baby. It's very tiny. There's no weight to it yet. And the fact that all colors are the same is boring the ever-living shiitake out of my mind. So yeah. I don't enjoy repetitive things. The stockinette sweater was good because I was feeling like hot garbage. So that was the only thing my mind could actually handle at that point. But I like the colors. I just I don't enjoy it as much as I did the dress. Still working on it though, so it's fine. Let's look at something in the same colors, because why not? So yeah, I am making my friend a Hexicardi. And this is the one that I haven't been elongating yet, so, and I always fought the thing wrong first try. Because why would ya? There we go. This is it. Still need to elongate the sleeves and the bottom on this. I did do it on the other side, so I have this pinned with stitch markers. So this is the back. And why is this the back? Because I am putting in some space in the neck so you have more room. So we talked about not adding ribbing to the sleeve, just to the front. It hits her right over the butt because that's what she likes to be, to have covered. So yeah, using 4.5mm hook on this one, which gives it a lovely, lovely fabric, really. I don't enjoy holes that bit like the on the blanket, but for like a scrappy blanket or blanket you take to sit on grass, it is fine. So 4.5mm. I started this in the car to the airport for our vacation, because the thing I brought was too difficult to compute in the car. Sounds like a logical thing, but yeah. So I did this in the car, took my top to London, and then on the way back I took the crochet back into the car because we landed at like midnight, so it was dark again. And then we have my London top, which is also right here. So, and I got a new gadget. I am now using one of these, and I enjoy it actually. So I have this on my arm, and I will just knit. And if it does get stuck, I will just stretch my arm, and it will untangle itself. So this is Juniper Moon, cotton linen blend, and I am making a top with it. Stay there. I'm on my second ball right now, so making good progress. Now, last time I showed you, I was right about the same spot as where I'm gonna show it to you now. However, it is not the same. I frocked the entire thing and started over. Now, why did I do that? Because I did not enjoy the puckering it was doing right around the edging. I also did not enjoy how wide it was, because you could see straight in through the sides. You could see a lot of bra. You could see the lower part of the bra. You could see a side cup. Did not enjoy that. Now, I could have finished it. Try and do the math. And I say try because I'm not that good at the math. I figured I would just frog and start over, because I am not finishing something I'm not gonna wear. So I ripped back all the way to the start and started back up at the straps and went back in. So this is my London top, who we have now called Charlotte. So Charlotte will be in the same series as my sweater Jane. I know she's not one of the sisters, and that is fine. That's perfectly fine. She's still in the series. So this is Charlotte. Starting at the straps, doing a cable. Edging is in fact included in, so no need to pick up any stitches. Once you're done with this top and you have it at the length you want it, now this looks very white because I am wearing Nicoletta, but you're done. That's it. You are done. Once you finished the edge, you are done. You can do it cropped, you can do it full length, you can do it every way you want. It's up to you. So, I am now working on length. I want mine full length. I want to use this yarn as much as I can. I have 3 balls. Should be fine. I should be fine. And I am enjoying this. It's a good color. It is a good yarn to work with. Now, front and back are the same. So you can wear it. You can just pick which side you like better and wear it. it has worked. Strap to the front, strap to the front, to the backs of the strap, and then add them together. So that's why there's a little bit of string right there, because that is where you connect the thing. It's not rocket science, but it is fun to work on, and I am enjoying it. Now, will I try grading this? Yeah, probably not this summer, because grading the things scare me. But my intention is for 2025 to release the entire Vintage Vibes Pride and Prejudice inspired series. So that means that I still have a couple of sisters left, because I have Jane. And I have the other summer top, which is iffy if that's gonna be in there, because it is fairly complicated. I might just use that for another thing. It does not have a name, because I can't pick a sister that fits with it, and I need to look at it and be like, yeah, well, that's like Jane, that's Kitty, that's Lydia, that is Elizabeth, and that's fine. So I will still be working on that, plugging away slowly. I am trying to learn the grading thing. It just takes me time because I don't see numbers. My brain just goes back to factory settings and I will go do something else. So stuff like that takes a lot of time for me. But hopefully next time we speak would be 1st of July. I have it finished and I can be wearing it. So fingers crossed and hope for the best. Nothing more to say about that one. Oh, well, yeah, I'm using 3mm needles. Straight through, everything. Yeah, final thing. Let's look at some socks. Because technically it's a hoe, but it's not fully finished. And last time I did show it with the whips, and I'm just mixing stuff up. So, I am working socks. So this is a plain sock. I have one finished, but with this kind of yarn, I never managed to get two of the same sock. Now, there's probably some math to it, which I don't understand, and yeah. But my other sock is starting with pink. So just basically going there. It's starting here, which is, I don't know, probably because the green is over here, which is over here, and yeah, it's fine. They're socks, and I'm enjoying it either way. Let's talk about yarn. So this is Vlotte Sokken from Pelana Garne, sorry. It is German brand because it's in German. I'm not German, but close to the border, so yeah, it makes sense that my yarn store would have it. This is 50% wool, 25% viscose, 25% polyamide. It is 100 gram or about 420 meters, 3.5 ounces or 460 yards. They're very complete. And apparently you can use the packaging as gift wrapping. Just open it up. Geschenkverpackung auf der Rückseite. So gift wrapping on the back side, basically. It is the color 1540, and it's, yeah, it's supposed to work up like that. Now I'm enjoying socks. It is very, I would say, close to comforting. It's just something you can do while watching a movie or just sitting with the brain turned off, really. Yeah, and I have enough sock yarn to keep working on this until I'm 100. Thank you, my best friend. So yeah, enjoying this. I am learning that I do enjoy making socks toe up more than I am making them cuff down. So at some point I will switch to working socks toe up only, I think, because I get more joy out of that. I think we're nearly done. I have one more left, and then some books. Ready? So you have seen this top for me multiple times already. I have made this top 5 times. This is the 6th one. And I am making them in every variation I can think of. This is Nunzia, which she looks kind of deflated. Like, there you go. She needs a block. This is officially a bralette pattern. I made it a little bit longer because I intend to make a mohair shirt over it, so it should be not as revealing. I don't think I have the body type to pull something like that off. I'm working on straps at the moment. So this is Nunzia, and Nunzia is made by Crow and Finch. I also tested this one for them, which maybe I shouldn't have touched myself like that, but very size inclusive. You actually pick your own size. You measure yourself under the bust to get the band width. You do some math to give yourself the proper support. Beforehand, pick if you want to do the camisole or the bralette, because that will make a difference in sizing. Then you, well, no, actually, before figuring out the math, you need to pick a cup size. Cup sizes go from A through GF, something like that. Big sizes, because they are very size inclusive. Like I'm saying F, but I think that's more because I do the E, triple D, and there are 4 or 5 sizes, or maybe even more after that. So yeah, pick a cup size, do the math for the difference between the both, so you get the proper support, and then you can cast on. I made this where I am right now in under a week. I started this last Friday. It is now Thursday, so if I finish this strap tonight, I made the top within a week. Does that mean it's mindless? It does not. No. It is not mindless. You will need to know short rows. Now, for most people, short rows are not an issue. I had never, well, I had done them once when I made this top, and that was in my blanking on the name, sweater with the feathers. They do shorter, optional short row strapping in the back, pearl-wise. Yeah. So what you do is you start at the bottom. This is worked bottom up. You do a stretchy cast on. Now, be mindful. You need the stretchy cast on, because otherwise you will not have room to get it over. Because your waist is usually smaller than your bust. Now, this is a little wider because I did the camisole size for this one. So then you work the body and you end at the ribbing. No, at the rib stitch here, the garter stitch. The ribbing is added later. So then you will pick up stitches for each boobage cup individually. So you work the left cup first. Pick up stitches, do some increases to give yourself some space, which is important. Not all sizes have these increases, but the larger sizes have increases, so your lady bits have room. Otherwise, they will get squished. It is not a pretty look. And this way, it will. So, you do some short row shaping to get the cup in there, and then you decrease. Put the stitches on hold, like you can see on this end. Then, do the other cup, which is basically worked in the same manner. Once you've done that, you pick up stitches from the side. There you go. And there is also some short row shaping on the ribbing. Pick up ribbing, center decrease, ribbing, because these are live stitches. You just put them on hold. I just keep them on there and I work the rest, really. And then when I finish the cups, I will just pick up the rest. I don't bother with putting them on hold. Center decrease on the sides. That is so you have a little bit more coverage. Now for the ladies with a bigger bazookas, you need that. Otherwise, if you lean, it will spill. It's important to have some coverage. You also don't want your little flappy thingy showing. So that's gorgeous. It looks good. Now, then picking up stitches for the front. Now what you do is, at some point, you will hide, because this is a hard line. It's at some point, right? There. You can also see it here. It's a little bit harder on this hand, because, yeah, that I didn't do it properly, most likely. But you just make sure that the edges are, in fact, just going smoothly into your straps, which gives it a great finishing. Also, center decrease on the front. You can, if you want less showing, add more of the ribbing. I have done that before. It works out great. You can do as many as you want. It will just start small and then work out a little bit wider towards the center. I love that one. It's my green one. It's also a little shorter. I don't have it on hand. My red one also has it, I think. My red one I need to repair because there's a hole and a awkward space. And I have some of that yarn left so I can repair it. But I need to do that when I feel like it. So this yarn I'm using, let's talk about that. I am using cotton yarn from the thrift store I am now working at. This is Debbie Bliss Eco Baby Organic Cotton Fair Trade Collection, and in their color 14004. This is made in Italy and it is 100% cotton. 125 meters. I had 4 of these, so I was erring on the side of caution. I could have done 2 more stripes on the body, which would have been fine. It's fine, really. So yeah, it is really soft. I am really enjoying the feel of this, and this was part of the yarn the thrift store got after a yarn store on the other side of the country closed its doors, unfortunately. And made me a very happy girl with all the yarn. Yeah, you will see a lot of thrift store yarn projects coming up because I have a lot of it. I am working on a 3.5mm needle and I just need to finish a strap. This is my 3rd little ball. So yarn wise, it is not too bad. I'm a bigger girl. I do plus size testing, so I typically make the extra large. And because I made the camisole version in this case, I need to go up a size in the circumference. So it is a very yarn friendly. And like I said, I could have gone longer. I could have done like 1 ball is 3 stripes, like 1, 2, 3 from the ribbing up, 3 stripes up, right up until the little garter stitch. So I could have done 1 more repeat, which would have given me a full body length, which I did not want in this case because I am doing a see-through thingy, which is the Ghost Whisperer pattern by Park and Knit. Wool and Pine. The sweater with the short row shaping was Wool and Pine. They're sorrel. There you go. So yeah, I intend to finish this before the weekend and get started on the Ghost Whisperer by Park and Knit. They need some big needles. They need 6.5s. I don't have those. I'm trying to get gauge with 6mm. If not, I will go up a size. And hoping I have enough yarn, because I have one ball of this mohair from the thrift store. And I am technically short 25 meters, so. Which is little over 30 yards. Something like that. So yeah. And I lied. We have one more. I just saw it when I put back my cup. Yeah. Intend on finishing that, starting the other one. Intend on finishing Charlotte as well. And now we're talking about this now. I do not know the designer from my top of my head, because I'm apparently all over the place today. But I got this yarn at a Renaissance fair last weekend. I was there with my best friend, that's why she was there. And this lady dyes her own yarn. I'm not sure if she also spins this. Yeah, I'm torturing myself on this one. This is wool. It feels like wool. It is scratchy like wool. It is on 2.5mm needles, and it is black yarn. Like I said, I am torturing myself, but I am enjoying it. So let me bring you a little closer, so I don't need to. Let me move my books. There you go. That way I don't need to just lean forward out every time. You can just be right up in my face. So yeah, this is a hat. And I will put the details down in the description, because I cannot for the life of me remember things today. I looked everything up. I should have taken notes. I did not do that. So this is a hat pattern that has the ear flaps incorporated into the pattern itself. No casting off stitches, no casting on and then picking up separately. That's more like it, because you do knit togethers and slip knits, slip knits, and you also do increases to get the crisscrossy lines. So yeah, there are some straight bits in there. It is a pretty simple 8-row repeat. It is not a complicated pattern. Let me show you up close on the decreases. So these little things will be the ear flaps like that. And this is a very alternative looking hat. It works, it's form fitting, but it works up into like a dome with a small tip on there like your cherry. Cast it on for the size in it. It is a recipe more than it is a pattern in the beginning, because you need to do a gauge swatch and figure out how many stitches you have over how many inches before you can find which how many stitches you need to cast on, depending on the size you need for your nugget. I did that. I cast it on 200. It's a free pattern on Ravelry, so I can talk about it. I cast it on 232 stitches. Now, these are not 232 stitches. It was so big, and I must have done something wrong, or either the pattern is going to shrink really and I'm going to have a toddler sized hat. So we'll see. It was so big I could wear that as a skirt. So I frogged that, made a size smaller. It was still really big, so I went down more. I started with the regular size adult hat and went back to the big child or something. I would say teenager, but it didn't say teenager. Teenager, small adult. And I'm now making toddler, small child. And yeah, it looks like it will fit, so we'll see. I have one ball of this yarn She was selling it at the market. She was not expensive. I got this for 8 euros. And there are some greens in there. There are some reds in there. It lights up blue. I really enjoyed it. It is squishy. Like I said, it is kind of scratchy because it is 100% wool, but I think with washing it will floof up a little. We'll see. If not, I will have a very warm hat for the winter. So yeah, looking forward. I'm working on this. This is my first project at the moment. That's why it's in one of my baggies from the Mug Man. He does great mugs. I also got a new mug from him at the fair. So yeah. Other info. I don't think so. I need to work up till I have 10 centimeters, and from there I need to check the pattern again. Now my brain was like, we're halfway there. Oh yeah, we're not halfway there. We have 4 centimeters now. It just felt like a long way, right? With all those tiny stitches. It is fine. So yeah. So that was everything yarn related at this point. Let me back you up again, because you don't need to be this close, right? He's having fun. He also fought his sister, so he's having his little wound in the corner of his eye, which I need to check. But I'm not sticking a finger up in his eye right now. So next are books, and some other stuff. So there was this yarn store. I talked about it last episode. Yarn store, local to me-ish, that closed its doors. She tried to sell the store. For me, it wasn't doable, so she didn't find anyone else, so it closed. I intended to go there before she closed, just to find some knick-knack thingies like knitting needles and stuff, because I'm always hunting for a bargain. I'm very honest about that. If I don't need to pay full price for something, I won't do it. I don't have the money to do that, really. So I didn't manage to go. Did not. She had a really good sell-off during King's Day, and subsequently a shoe store, semi-local. It is a bit of a drive for me in my mobility scooter. Bought some of her stuff as well, so she closed doors like 2 or 3 weeks before she was supposed to. I didn't manage to go. Now, where did I get this? Let me tell you. There is a thrift store between my house and where the yarn store was that picked up the last of her stock, because apparently she didn't fully sell out. It just wasn't worth opening her doors any longer for what she still had left. What she had left was a lot of books, some yarn, which I don't need. I have enough yarn, right? Bag clippies, shawl pins, and this. So I didn't know at forehand, right? So my parents went to that thrift store Saturday when I was at the fair with my brothers and my friend. So they sent me pictures, like the good parents they are. And yeah, I went. So what I got, let me start with this one, because I'm really excited about this one. I do not have a proper storage for my needles. My wires, they are just everywhere. But now I do. So I'm very happy with this. I still need to put it in, because I just put it in a bag in my new yarn room, and I still need to put stuff away, and it's okay. Because I need to find everything before I can put it away, because it's on my coffee table, it's on my dining table, it's in my office, I have some stuff in my bedroom. I need to figure out where everything is, and then I can put it in here, and I will have one spot to put everything. I'm happy, and I like the print. It is pretty. I also got some soles. Now, like I said, I did not pay full price, so you can just disregard that. Officially, and I have 2 of those in the same size because they fit me, and I will try and maybe knit or crochet some shoes. I do need some backing for the soles, so yeah, I'm gonna make some shoes. Officially, it was 50% off the retail price. I had chucked so many tiny stuff in the basket, and that the lady behind the counter was like, I do not want to count all of that. I do not. So she made a price for it, and I paid for what you see here, and some gray acrylic yarn, which I have a plan for the vintage patterns, like 8 maps with tiny maps of pattern books. They call them Kleiner Fijn, which means tiny but fun, or something like that. I paid for everything. I paid 60 euros. So, and I have a lot of back coin purse clip thingies and bigger purse thingies and shawl pins. I have a lot of tiny stuff. So I also got my aunt a book. So for her birthday, she isn't having her birthday quite yet, but in a month. But by then it would have been gone. So I got one and I wrapped it for her. It is waiting where I can see it, so I can't forget where it is. But I got some books, and they are both knitting and crochet from memory. Yep. And some baby item books, because I have a lot of single balls and I want to get rid of those, and baby items are good for that. Now, am I expecting a baby? Unless it came flying in? No. But yeah, let me just show you some patterns as well, because we're here, right? There are some stuffies in there. Well, some patterns for stuffies. I need to say it correctly. And I'm trying to find pages that don't have the pattern on the same page, because it's a book. So there are some fun things in here. There's some color work stuff in here. So I'll be, when I get to that, because I need to finish stuff first, I will do some stuff. This is a crochet book, and it is more inspiration than actually well, there are patterns in there, but they call it your inspirations because you can get inspiration from it. I'm trying to find a thing I want to show you right now that doesn't have the pattern on the same page with this. It's a thing. There, we have a blanket. And this is crochet, so I do I would say mixed martial arts, but mixed martial knits stitch, because yeah, so I can do both. And there's nothing really I want to show you or can show you, so we're going on to the next book, which is also a crochet book with baby items. There you go. And this looks fun. It just looks fun, right? There you go. I didn't even look in it before picking it up, because I just like the things on the outside. And there are toys in here. And as always, they will start the pattern with of the book with how to crochet. And that's a thing that knitters don't do. Like crochet will be like, well, let me show you how to do this before I tell you how to do it. Just in case you want to pick up a new hobby. Which makes sense, right? There's some owls in there. And I know I'm showing it weirdly because I am not trying to show patterns. So yeah. And we're staying on crochet and babies. There you go. Stuffies. And up to now, all these books are in Dutch. So let me find something fun. There, we have a train. And we have a train. There you go. Let me. I'm trying not to show the pattern, but I'm also trying to keep the rest of the books on my lap. Because they have some lovies in there. Let me. Can I? Yeah, I can. There you go. But yeah, there are other books in this series as well. I just have the one. There were also things that my parents had seen that weren't already there anymore, which makes sense, right? People will come in. And then we're going back to knitting. So we're back on knitting. And this is a koala book. Like most of the things in here, and I've gone through them, are this is a mixed knits. No, mixed stitch. Because there's some crochet patterns in here as well. You can make tiny slippers, which are crochet. I also saw a blanket. This is why I picked it up. Like literally. Look at that. It's front as well, but they're a little bit bigger in there. There. Oh. There we go. So, yeah. I am looking forward to this. There's some crochet rattles and a baby blanket in there. And you can also apparently cut this out and make it into a gift box. There's some lines on there. But then again, on the other side of the page, there's information on a pattern. So that doesn't make any sense to do that. But hey, who am I? Maybe just trace the thing on some other paper. That would make sense, right? And yeah, I have nothing else to show you because it's all pattern in there from here on out. So, oh wait, we can show that one. Some eyelet work. There you go. And this one is even harder to show because the pictures expand over 2 pages. Yeah, I have 3 more. So this is a long episode. We're nearly on an hour right now. This is yarn from Scrappy. And yeah, Scrappy does fun stuff, but a lot of fashion items as well. Like I would know how to pair it with stuff, but they do very, very pretty illustrations and I enjoy looking through them. So, and this is a crochet pattern. Or this I wouldn't be able to wear because you would be seeing everything. But I like looking at it. It's like I don't want to own a dog, but I like looking at them. I like petting them. Something like that, right? You don't need to like. No, you don't need to wear everything you like baby stingrays. And I'm not much of a stuffy maker, so yeah, there was some fun stuff in here. And I am collecting quite a few books, pattern-wise, so at some point I might need to do something with it. And this is Lemmy Yarns, knitting and crochet. So, and this actually has a men's pattern in it as well, which is a rarity. Like in all the little patterns I got in those binders, like 5 out of those were men's patterns. Like they're like an entire forgotten part of who you can create for. And now we're at the pattern bit, so I can show those. Yeah. Last one. This is My Style, the magazine with the newest knitting and crochet trends. It's made by Scrappy. And these are winter patterns, but it's fine. It's fine. Like, I don't mind. I don't mind one bit. And I'm just showing a few as I hit thumb through the pages with you. Like I said, I have a lot of books. I also have a lot of vintage magazines. Yeah, that's another men's pattern. Ta-da! But yeah, like in the 80s, it was pretty normal to have both men and women's patterns in magazines. But yeah, from the 90s and up, it just seemed to disappear and switch fully to, and this would be one of my loves. I love buttons. I love knitting. It just seems to disappear. Just a lot of patterns for women, really, which is kind of weird. And we're on the pattern bit, so I can't show you anymore. But yeah, it just seemed to disappear, and women's patterns are way more prevalent. Children's patterns also went down a lot. Like, usually a lot of the older magazines have equal parts. You have a woman in the sweater, you have a man in quite a similar sweater, and you have a child. And that's always the setup. Alright, in the 70s and the 80s, and then you start seeing the switch to like, oh, there's a women's page, oh, there's a man here, there's a child here, and it just goes down and down and down. Not sure if anyone else has noticed that, but I did. It's hard to find a pattern of a pattern for a man if you're looking for something specific nowadays. It's a lot of ladies, and there are enough men that also knit, so it seems like you're just cutting yourself up. Wrong word, but hey. So yeah, so that's it for now, I think. I hope I feel a little bit better next time we talk. I have a headache and I'm sore throat. It's just some weird stuff going on. So by next time, I hope to have finished the other sock. I hope to finish my top. The top will be finished, let's be honest. And I don't mean Charlotte, I mean Nunzia. So yeah. And maybe we will be recording in my new yarn room. New yarn room. Depends on lighting there. I need to check. I haven't done that yet. Also, I need to put some stuff on the wall because everything is currently everywhere. I need to take the drill from my parents and just hang up some shelving like the one up there. Not the cat up there. Just to put some stuff on, like the cones and the styrofoam heads, the skull, stuff like that. So, yeah, I hope to see you again next month. I might do a little video in between if I can find the right needles. So, look out for the challenge. If that happens, it will happen. I am going to the store for needles. It's a big one, so I don't have those. I don't do big needles usually. Now I am. I am gonna do the 3-hour sweater challenge. Which should be fun with some vintage yarns. So looking forward to that. Not looking forward to the big needles, but I'm gonna try. So I wish you all a good day, and I hope to see you again soon.